Welcome back. Next we have Alan Fetter. He's a realtor with Keller Williams. Welcome, Alan. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
So you're working in the Madison area. Can you tell us about how the market's doing right now?
The Madison market is actually doing very well right now. We're just seeing kind of a steady rise in housing prices. We're seeing days on market fairly low, and property values continuing to rise.
That all sounds great. Now, you hear a lot about buyer's market versus seller's market. Would you say right now it's one or the other, and what's really the difference between the two? Can you have them both at the same time?
Typically, you really can't have them both at the same time. Right now we're experiencing a seller's market because we're a little bit low in our inventory. And the way we look at that is kind of look at all the properties on the market and how long it would take to sell them all at the current rate. And if it's below 6 months, then we're in a seller's market generally, and if we're above 6 months, we're in a buyer's market.
So what about the market for single-family homes and condos? You hear that condos are typically a tougher sell. With single-family home prices maybe being a little more affordable, it might be harder to sell. What do you say to that?
They are different markets, absolutely. I wouldn't necessarily say one is harder than the other. With a condominium, you might need a specialist like a realtor to navigate through some of the ins and outs as far as the intricacies of a condominium association and getting involved in that process. But both markets are equally good, and it just depends on your needs.
So what kinds of people would you say buy a condo over a single-family home? Is it usually people just starting out, or people kind of finishing up and retiring?
That's a great question. Generally speaking, there are categories of people that go towards the condominium market. Usually we see younger folks who just don't want all the maintenance of a house, and then we see the empty nesters that also have seen the kids go away, and so they're same thing. They don't want all the maintenance of a house, so they like the idea, the simplicity of a condominium versus younger families, folks that like to stay closer to home, don't mind all the work that's involved in purchasing a single-family home.
So just really quickly, where do you look to start buying?
Most people, what you'll see these days, everybody's heading to the internet. That's really where most folks start gathering their information. It's where I would go as well. But once you're ready to make that decision, you do really want a professional to guide you through the process. And really what I tell folks is if you're investing in real estate, you make money when you buy the property, not when you sell it. So you really want someone to guide you through that process, make sure you're getting the most bang for your buck, so to speak.
Well, great. So great to have you here, Alan. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, thank you very much.
Stay tuned. We got more coming up.